YouTube, what up? First one of the year for me. I hope everybody having a good start of the new year, 2023. We already off to a bang, tube. Biggest story MMA. Francis Ngannou, the Predator, officially the former heavyweight champ of the world, no longer with the UFC. This is as gigantic as it can get. I mean, you think of any sports organization, this is the equivalent of the franchise not signing the star player. That's like, I don't know, the Bulls not re-signing Mike back in the day. You know what I'm saying? This is just, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. The Rangers not re-signing Wayne Gretzky. I don't know. This is just, it's big. It's big right here. Francis Ngannou. We talking about somebody that started their UFC. Ironic as it is, you know what I'm saying? I just looked it up. As ironic as it is, he started his career back in 2015. Been with the company for 8 years, you know? Started his career back in 2015. Won his first 6 fights. Started his career 6-fight win streak. Ended his career abruptly, however you want to call it, which is unfortunate. Ended his career with the UFC on a 6-fight win streak. It's just wild. Only 2 losses in the UFC. I really would say 1 because that fight he had with Derek Lewis, I mean, honestly, that was like a staring contest. That wasn't really a fight. The one loss that really, I feel like, changed his career was the first fight he had with Stipe. His wrestling got better. His cardio, I mean, because he was just knocking people out, you know. But when he fought Stipe the first time, he hit Stipe with some shots, but Stipe had that chin. Stipe was there. I just feel like that elevated Francis to become the champ. And clearly when they fought the second time, it was like Francis was a completely different fighter. His takedown defense was on point. His striking was accurate as it could be. And he put Stipe away like it was nobody business. And shout out to Stipe because he's one of my favorite to do it. But that fight right there, it let you know that Francis was leaps and bounds on where they fought the first time. So he's a star. He's a star. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy because I was in New York and I seen a billboard of him in New York, and it was just a dope billboard of him. It's like he's a star, man. One of the most scariest knockout artists that was in the game. So I don't know. It's just unfortunate that the UFC couldn't work out a deal to re-sign him because he was supposed to fight John Jones in that fight. YouTube, that fight would have been monstrous if Francis and John Jones would have fought for the undisputed heavyweight crown. I mean, all the diehard MMA fans was just clamoring at the idea of it. John Jones haven't fought in quite some time to come back and take on Francis Ngannou for the strap. That would have been crazy. Just the style matchup. But yeah, that's not to be. Unfortunately, that's not to be. And I don't know. Again, I can't wait. Again, when I first seen the story, I didn't really believe it because I seen it on YouTube. But I'm like, you know, it could have been a rumor. But then I seen Dana White with the press conference, and then he made it, you know, official that Francis is no longer with the company. And I don't know. I'm still in shock. Because I feel like, again, this is one of the biggest stars in the sport right now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they would have made it their business to sign him. I just can't wait to hear Francis Ngannou's side of it. Because, again, there's always 2 sides to every story. So I can't wait to see what Francis got to say about it. I know they've been going back and forth for quite some time. Before Francis fought Cyril Gane, is sad to say his only title defense in the UFC. It was back and forth with the contract negotiations. So again, man, I can't say it enough. I just wish, you know, the 2 parties would have came to agreement and Francis would have stuck around. You know, because who don't love seeing Francis fight? You know what Francis is going to do when he step inside the octagon. We know. He had one of the most scariest knockouts when he knocked out Overeem. That was just one of the most scariest knockouts that you can see. I mean, it was just crazy, you know. But nonetheless, man, I don't know what's next for him. It was at one point I saw a clip that him and Tyson Fury was in the ring and they was, flirting with the idea of boxing each other, which that would be dope. Francis get his bag in boxing. So I don't know, man. I don't know where Francis go from here. I just hope wherever he goes, he get whatever he didn't get in the UFC, which was, I don't know. I can't sit here and say money because I feel like it's more intricate parts to this story besides money. So again, that's why I can't wait to hear what Francis Ngannou got to say about it. And but I just hope whatever it is, man, I hope I get to see him do his thing and that's it. But nonetheless, man, the Francis Ngannou era is over. It's over. And I mean, it's sad because it's over before it really got to get started, Again, only had one title defense. I enjoyed that fight with Sarragon. Again, a lot of people wasn't too crazy about it, but again, it just shows the growth of Francis Ngannou. I mean, he used his wrestling to neutralize Sarragon, and the simple fact that he went in there not 100%. Both his knees were messed up, as he clearly had knee pads on both knees, which was ironic to me, which I noticed, you know what I'm saying? But then he came out and said he went in there, knees wasn't the greatest, but the performance he put on still against a killer like Sarragon, who's coming off that damn devastating knockout against Ty, which was one of the dopest heavyweight fights of 2022 by far, if not the best. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely talk about John Jones and Sarragon, later on down the line. But I just wanted to just talk about me just being stunned. Francis Ngannou no longer in the UFC. Damn! I think I can speak for a lot of people that's like, whoa, it's gonna hurt, man. It's gonna be a dagger. That's like, yeah. So yeah, man, that's it. I just wanted to come on here and just give my thoughts on that. I'm out, YouTube. Until next time.